Welcome back, Storm Riders, to Hurricane Road, where you are forever in the eye of the storm. And today, we're talking about some 2XKO. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. When it came, I was like literally like one of like the first few people. I've rarely have ever been, never been this early to a video in my entire life. There was like nobody watching it, so I was very happy about that. But the big meat and potatoes is that there is going to be a beta, but they're calling it the 2XKO Alpha Lab. It's invite only, and if you do get invited, you get one extra invite, obviously, to bring a friend or just give to a random person. Doesn't really matter. But they said it's going to be in August. It's going to be on PC, thank God, Xbox, and PS5. And it's going to be a glimpse of the whole game, meaning, you know, the bones of the game is if you've seen the video. I haven't seen the video. Our boy Sajam right here has said it's like the bones of the game. It's the UI. It's music. It's a whole bunch of other stuff, and they've showed some things in here. A thing called drills, which is probably just akin to like, you know, not trials, but you know, training. I forget the name of it, but you get the deal. Maybe they'll show it in here, or I have passed it. But you know, jumping, dashing, you know, stuff like that, getting you acclimated to the game. Getting you acclimated to the game and all that. Sorry, I actually can I go back here? Can I go back here? Hmm. Okay, this is for something later on I want to talk about. I'm sorry, but you know, so this Alpha Lab stuff is going to have online. It's going to have offline and local play. So if you get that invite and you know you give it to another friend, or you know you just get the invite in general, you can have your friends come over and you can all enjoy the game. You know, 1v1, 2v2, what, you know, whatever the case may be, and it's really cool. And the big thing is here that they want your feedback. They want your opinions on the game. You know, what's your wish list? What do you want in the game? What do you don't want in the game? What's missing? What's not missing? You know, and I would like everybody who is interested in fighting games or interested in League to sign up. It would be really cool if you do, because it gets more people into the space, especially people who never wanted to play League but thought the characters were cool. Arcane's already done a good job of that, and this, I think 2XKO would be a good job, do a good job as well, because you know League has a very large cast of champions to choose from, and you know, just fall in love with. And it would just be pretty cool to see more and more people get into the space, especially if they're not going to play League in general. I get it. But with this, yeah, they want your feedback, man. And just some things I've noticed during out this video that's just playing is that, of course, there's going to be colors, there's going to be, you know, stuff like that. I don't know about skins. There's definitely going to be skins later, but I don't think there's going to be skins in this build, because I don't know. I don't know how you would feel about playing a skin, and then when the game comes out, you have to buy that skin that they just let you play for free, even though it was beta. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. They said there's going to be a new champion in the build, which is amazing, and we'll get to that a little bit later. They talked about Ahri. Ahri has a kit update. They said they wanted her to be easier to get into, but still have that high skill ceiling. I've noticed that Ahri has like an ammo mechanic. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. They talk about in the video different ways you can use her Foxfire orbs. But they say ammo, and I feel like you'll have to recharge or do a move to get it back. I'm not sure. I'd probably have to check her moves list later, because that is there. But since they've changed her, the moves list is probably different now, so probably not a good thing. But that's some new stuff going on that they talked about. There's a new fuse. I noticed that there were some other fuses, but maybe some that we already knew about. But they said there is a new fuse called the Pulse Fuse, which they described it's for players who, you know, want to get into the game, may not be too knowledgeable about tag fighters, especially like myself, and say, you know, you can just mash buttons and get a combo. But it differs. You have a light version, a medium version, and a heavy version, and it changes if you're in the air, especially if you use a heavy or medium in the air. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of a little intuitive. You know, it's not just brainless button mashing. There's definitely some things you can do. You can actually perform cool stuff and do combos. And another thing is that if you already know how to play tag fighters, you can still use this fuse especially if you're playing with a friend. Or I was thinking, like, what if you just used it for like certain situations, you know, just to make it easier. Like, you can already do the cool combos and stuff. You know, you already know how to play. You just use that for certain situations. I think that'll be pretty interesting. I wonder if we'll see that in the future, you know, whether competitively or just online. Be pretty interesting. They said that they upped the damage of the game, and this is coming from people who have played at Combo Breaker and Evo, those builds. And maybe Summer Game Fest. I think it was at Summer Game Fest too. I could be wrong, but they said they up the damage, for quicker games. And this is why they want our feedback. How do we feel about that? They want to know if we went too far, didn't go far enough, or are we just right? Are we in that middle ground? Stuff like that. So, though, and I think that's all the info that they shared. Again, go watch the video. Just making my little video about what's going on and giving my opinions as well. But yeah, go out and watch it. It's amazing to still get news. I know they said we were gonna get news, but just being in the dark with something like this that's coming up, that especially I'm excited for, it's a little stressful. But I understand that they're doing their damnedest to make sure that this is good, and I'm glad that they're giving us, the players a chance to get in there. So again, good luck to everyone who registers. I hope you get in. But I don't know the date. There's been some dates floating around. They said, so like right here it says there will be another update on 8/22, and it's been confirmed. Like, what's going on here? Let me go to this Twitter post real quick. What's going on? It says you were actually only 2 days off of the original time, but we had to push it a bit. Alright, so so we're getting an update on the 22nd, but I don't think that means that's when we're getting the alpha test. Someone said August 8th, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be at the end of August going into September. Who knows? But they did say this build was going to be at Evo, which is cool. So that means I think they're going to either show off this new character in the next month or so, or just do it at Evo. And speaking of that new character, people are already theory crafting because we're hungry for more information. I found a post on Reddit. It says Riot put the character select in alphabetical order, and that's what I was stopping back earlier to look at, just to see, because like it's like alphabetical order, but it's from right to left. But I don't really think that really matters. But he says it's in alphabetical order, and there is a spot between Darius and Ahri, which there was a spot between Darius and Ahri. So this is why this kind of makes a little sense, because there was a spot there, and he listed off champions that could potentially be in that spot. So we have Akali, Akshan, Alistar, Amumu, Anivia, Annie, Aphelios, Ashe, Aurelion Sol, Azir, Bard, Bel'Veth, Blitz, Brand, Braum, Briar, Caitlyn, Camille, Cassiopeia, Cho'Gath, and Corki. Now, the first character that pops out is just the first character. It's Akali. Akali would fit so well in this game. She's a ninja. She's quick. She's nimble. She's a very cool character. She's got some snark to her. And I think she would just sell like hotcakes when the game actually comes out. Especially like, for skins and stuff. I think people are really going to love that. Love Akali. Especially with the whole KDA stuff going on as well. Honorable mention, I wanted to shout out Azir. Azir would be a very interesting puppet character in my opinion. Azir has these little sand soldiers that he sends out and kind of fights for him, because he's a king. It's racist though. But they neither here nor there. It's a fictional character. But he would be a very cool character to put in. I think he would shake things up. And then these next two characters are ones that are very plausible. I'll say that maybe 3 are plausible just because of what's happening later down the road with Arcane. That would be Caitlyn, Camille, and then I threw in Blitzcrank. Because, Blitzcrank, he'd be like a grappler, cool grappler. Pull you from across the screen with his fucking hand and all that. But Caitlyn and Camille seem like they would be in that spot just because of Arcane. Someone said Caitlyn would be a zoner. I'm like, Caitlyn she'd be an interesting zoner, but I feel like she could fight with her fucking her rifle. like hit you with it. Maybe she could do some weird gun kata with a long rifle. That would be awesome. And then Camille, I think Camille would actually be very awesome. I actually haven't made my second video yet for this, but in my first video I did like top lane characters I wanted to see in the game, and Camille was definitely there. Like, she has knives for legs. I like her aesthetic. I like the gray, blue, black. She's posh and snarky. You know, she's the shit. I mean, she has done a bunch of stuff. She killed a bunch of people. You know, she knows what's going on. She's badass, and she would be very awesome in this game with her hookshot and all that. Go watch it, man. It would be insane. I don't know who the character would be, but it's cool that we're getting another one. So that's gonna be 6 now. 6 now. I hope they just shock everyone and it's not like anyone from this list here, but who knows. But I think that's all I wanted to talk about for this video. I'm glad we're getting more 2XKO news. I'm gonna rewatch this video more times, just, you know, pick up more stuff that I missed, and just pray that I get in, and I hope that you get in as well. But that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you like. If not, it's cool. I'm glad you're watching. Glad I got the view. Other than that, keep riding the storm. Deuce.